Welcome to the Calvin Dean Show. This is Calvin Dean. We are going to go over a bunch of stuff, so let's just dive right in and start week 2 with Thursday night football. We have the Buffalo Bills going into Miami, playing the Miami Dolphins this Thursday night. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. The Dolphins offense is ranked 6th. We have the Bills ranked 12th at this moment in time. Defense with the Dolphins 11. Defense with the Bills 13. We have the passing attack for the Bills number 9 and the passing attack for the Dolphins number 1. We have the rushing attack 14. That's 14 for the Bills and 26 for the Dolphins. Man, this is going to be a tough one. The Bills had the Dolphins number last year. They swept them, and this is going to be another tough one. They're both 1-1. I'm going to give this one up to the Miami Dolphins in Miami on Thursday night football. Wow. Boy, do we have a great setup for everybody. We have Monday. We have Sunday. We got, I mean, there are even games on Fridays these days. I mean, it's just amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. I love it, love it, love it. The next game we have is on Sunday. We have the Las Vegas Raiders going into Baltimore, playing the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are sort of banged up. I know that Lamar was kind of banged up. Everyone's banged up after the first week. I mean, come on, Niles. They're 0-1. They're both 0-1. The Baltimore Ravens, I just don't see many other teams better than them other than the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, they just can't get over that hump. And this is a game that Baltimore is going to take on the Las Vegas Raiders with Gardner Minshew. And guess what? Sorry, Garden, and sorry, Las Vegas Raider fans, but the Baltimore Ravens will beat the Las Vegas Raiders in Baltimore. Wow. What a great game. I mean, all these games are just fantastic games. I just can't believe, you know, what we have in store this week. I mean, this is one of the best seasons I've had in a long, 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 long time. The next game is even better than the last. The next game is the Los Angeles Chargers. Mr. Harbaugh winning his first game as a Charger, and man, they're going against the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers just laid an egg against the New Orleans Saints last week. They just didn't come to play. I mean, it was just, what an embarrassment. And they're going to have another embarrassment at home. I think it'll be a closer game, guys. It's just not going to be a blowout. I think the Chargers will come with a victory on this one, but I have a feeling that the Carolina Panthers are going to play them very, very tough at home, but give this one up to the Los Angeles Chargers over the Carolina Panthers. The next game, we have the high-flying Saints going into Dallas, playing the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have been paid. Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. They're wealthy, 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 wealthy. Anyway, but we have the New Orleans Saints looking really, really, really good last week, but they were playing the Carolina Panthers. So, doesn't really pay much for anything else like that, but I'm going to give this one up to the Dallas Cowboys at home. And mind you, the Dallas Cowboys over the New Orleans Saints is my best bet of the day, is my lock of the week. The lock of the week is the Dallas Cowboys over the New Orleans Saints in Dallas. The next game, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield just steamrolling the Washington Commanders last week against the Detroit Lions, who went into overtime to beat the Los Angeles Rams. Two great games, two great teams, going 1-0, both teams. And this is going to be an interesting game, guys. This is going to be a very, very interesting game. I mean, Baker Mayfield he's back, and he's definitely playing well. I mean, the offense alone for the Buccaneers is 7. The Lions are 10. The defense is 16 for for Tampa Bay, and 25th for the Lions. The passing attack is 4th to 13th, and the rushing for the Buccaneers is 17th, and the rushing for the Lions is 8th, of course. They have such a great rushing game. It's great. I see this as an upset here. This is going to be my upset special, guys. I'm taking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to come into Detroit and beat the Detroit Lions in Detroit. I just have a strange feeling this is going to be my upset, and that's what I'm calling. I'm calling the Tampa Bay Bucks to go into the Lions and beat the Lions in Detroit. Wow, that is an upset, guys. That is an upset. That's for sure. The next game we have the Indianapolis Colts going into Green Bay, playing the Green Bay Packers without Jordan Love. Malik Willis, I'm not a big believer in Malik Willis. I don't know. I don't think the way he handled his, playing in Tennessee, I was just ugh. I mean, I'm just not a big fan. I hope he does well. If he does well, the Green Bay Packers will win, but I just don't see it happening. He is a second, third string quarterback. I'm giving this one up to the Indianapolis Colts in Green Bay. I have the next game. We have the Cleveland Browns. Yes, the Cleveland Browns going into Jacksonville, playing the Jacksonville Jags. Oh my. I mean, we were going over this today with the Herd show, and he was going over how Deshaun Watson, I mean, virtually the Cleveland Browns are stuck with him. I mean, for the next year, I guess in the next 2 years, they're in it for cap space. I mean, cap cut is, the actual cut of, this is amazing. $173 million. Yeah. A cap hit for the Cleveland Browns because of Deshaun Watson, and they can't move off of him. And what are you going to do? You're going to sit him? I would sit him. Definitely sit him. Why not? I mean, I just don't see him. He's just not good any longer. I mean, he's lost it, and they're going to lose this game. Jacksonville Jags over the Cleveland Browns in Jacksonville. The next game we have the San Francisco 49ers going into Minnesota, playing the Minnesota Vikings. Sam Darnold was on the San Francisco 49ers last year, and he's a winner. He's a winner. He looked like a winner last week, but just remember who they played. They played the New York Giants. So please remember. And I tell you, the San Francisco 49ers look for real, and I just don't see any other team. I really don't. I'm sorry, people. I don't see any team in the NFC that will give them a hard time. Maybe Dallas, or I think probably Philadelphia or Dallas, either or, but I don't see another team giving them fits. So I'm going to give this one up to San Francisco 49ers in Minnesota, playing the Minnesota Vikings, and Sam Darnold's going to have a come to Jesus moment in this game because San Francisco 49ers defense is for real. The next game, we have the Seattle Seahawks going into New England, playing the New England Patriots. New England Patriots were favored in the beginning of the year that they would get the first pick in the NFL. And then they turn around, go to Cincinnati, beat Cincinnati at home, at Cincinnati's home. Wow. I mean, wow. And now they're at home, and the Seattle Seahawks are coming into town. But Seattle Seahawks are much more talented than the Cincinnati Bengals, giving this one up to the Seattle Seahawks in New England. The next game, we have the New York Jets going into Tennessee, playing the Tennessee Titans, both 0-1 teams. Rodgers had some great passes, yes, but he just can't move around in the pocket, can't get out of the pocket. They have Simmons. They do have a good defense. You know what, guys? I just see. I would love to see the Jets win this game. I just don't know. I think Tennessee's that bad that the Jets will win. So I'm going to give this one up to the New York Jets. First game of the season, they win. The next game, we have the New York Football Giants going into Washington, playing the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders have Jaden Daniels. He looks just amazing, even though they lost to Tampa Bay. I thought they would maybe upset the Bay, but no, not at all. Bay is just way better than I thought they would be in the beginning of the season. So this one, I'm going to give this one up to Washington, the Washington Commanders over the New York helpless Giants. They're crying in their soup right now, seeing Saquon Barkley just eat it up for Philly. Wow, what a bonehead move that was. Anyway, the next game, we have the Los Angeles Rams going into Arizona, playing the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams are for real. They really played it hard against the Lions. They played it into overtime. I think the Rams are for real. Arizona played the Buffalo Bills tough. They played them really tough. They look good, too. I mean, I think both teams are great. This is at home. I think the Rams are going to come in here and beat the Arizona Cardinals at home. Give it up to the Los Angeles Rams. We have the next game. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers going into Denver, playing the Denver Broncos. The Steelers defense is just too good. I'm sorry. Mr. Nix is going to lose. And Fields is going to have his second win in a row. Bravo, bravo. The next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals going into Kansas City, playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know which Cincinnati team came to bat last week, but it was a poor one. It was embarrassing. Just completely, unequivocally embarrassing. Losing against the New England Patriots like they did at home. What an embarrassment. Now they're going to have to go to Arrowhead and play the Chiefs, who are going to have Hollywood Brown this week. Wow. Wow. I mean, wow. I'm sorry, Cincinnati, but you're meeting a Kansas City Chiefs team that's going straight to the Super Bowl again this year, and giving this up to the Chiefs. The Chiefs might be undefeated this year. That's how good they are, guys. They're better, a lot better than they are last year, and wow, that's dangerous. We have Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, we have the Chicago Bears going into Houston, playing the Houston Texans. I mean, of course, Houston's going to be favored in this game, and then, you know, the whole naysayers of Caleb Williams and that crew, but that Bear defense came to play, and they have to come to play against the Houston Texans, because those Texans look good. They look real good. So I'm just, of course, we all like to see the Bears win this game, but they're not going to. I'm going to give this one up to the Houston Texans. Sunday Night Football winners, Houston Texans. The last game of the week is the Atlanta Falcons, the faltering Falcons. Let's just call them the faltering Falcons, because they looked horrible in game one. I mean, just so off. Like, this is the reason why a lot of these guys should be playing in the preseason, because that first game was horrendous. And the Philadelphia Eagles, they had 3 turnovers. Jalen Hurts, 3 turnovers, and he still won. Wow. They have that much firepower, and they still win after 3 turnovers. Oof. Well, this is Monday Night Football, guys, and all I can say is I see 2 different teams here. I see the Atlanta Falcons. I think they'll play the Philadelphia Eagles a little bit better. Hopefully, I'm telling you, if Mr. Jalen Hurts fumbles or just turns the ball over 3 times, they're going to lose this game. So I just want to let you guys know that they will lose if they turn the ball over to the Atlanta Falcons. I think Kirk Cousins is going to be a lot sharper in this game, but I'm going to give this one up definitely to the better team, the Philadelphia Eagles. Guys, it's been fun. All right.
Boy, I like this, don't you? Guys, thank you for tuning into my show.
Yeah, 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Mic check.